Hello guys, this is 12th Harbinger, and in this video I am going to give you a build guide for Neuvillette. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Neuvillette is a Hydro DPS character who deals most of his damage from his special charged attacks. His damage is based on his HP. He is rumored to be the dragon of Hydro Archon Farina, which I disagree, as he is more like an otter. Starting with the most important and unique part of his kit, his charged attack. While charging his attack, Neuvillette will start forming a seal of arbitration. In this state, Neuvillette can move and change facing. He will also absorb the source water droplets formed by his elemental skill and burst while charging his attack. Every droplet he absorbs will increase the formation speed of the seal and will heal Neuvillette. There are two forms of his charged attack. If you stop the charged attack before the seal is completely formed, he will perform a normal charged attack. And when the seal is completely formed, he will perform Equitable Judgment charged attack. A normal charged attack will consume 50 stamina and deal AoE hydro damage. Equitable Judgment will deal continuous AoE hydro damage to all opponents in a straight line area in front of him. It will not consume any stamina and lasts for 3 seconds. In his elemental skill, O Tears, I Shall Repay, he will summon a raging waterfall that will deal AoE hydro damage to opponents in front of him based on his max HP. After hitting an opponent, this skill will generate 3 source water droplets near that opponent at an interval of 10 seconds. When the elemental skill is used, a Spirit Breath Thorn will be unleashed that will pierce the opponents, dealing hydro damage. In his elemental burst, O Tides, I Have Returned, Neuvillette will unleash a rupturing wave that will deal AoE hydro damage based on his max HP. After a short interval, 2 waterfalls will descend and deal hydro damage in a somewhat smaller AoE, and will generate 6 source water droplets in front of him. His A1 passive, Heir to the Ancient Sea's Authority, grants him a stack of past draconic glories for every hydro-related elemental reaction a party member triggers. He can get a maximum of 3 stacks. This will increase his special charged attack to deal up to 160% of its original damage. Each stack created by each kind of elemental reaction exists independently, which means that you will need to use 3 different reactions to get all the 3 buffs. His A2 passive, Discipline of the Supreme Arbitration, gives him 0.6% hydro damage bonus up to 30% for every 1% HP he has above 30%. Moving on to his constellations. His first constellation, Venerable Institution, will grant Neuvillette 1 past draconic stack from his A1 passive when he enters the field and further increase his resistance while performing a charged attack. His second constellation will enhance his A1 passive. The stacks from his A1 passive will give 14% crit damage per stack up to 42%. His third constellation will increase his normal attack, and the fifth constellation will increase his burst damage. His fourth constellation will generate a source water droplet when he is on field and get healed with a cooldown of 4 seconds. In his sixth constellation, when using his special charged attack, each source water droplet Neuvillette absorbs will increase the duration of charged attack Equitable Judgment by 1 second. Additionally, when the charged attack hits opponents, it will fire off 2 additional currents every 2 seconds, each of which will deal 10% of Neuvillette's max HP as hydro damage. Damage dealt this way will count as damage dealt by Equitable Judgment. If you are planning to go for his constellations, I would recommend you to go for his second one. Moving on to his weapons. His best weapon is his signature weapon, Tome of the Eternal Flow. It has a crit damage substat, gives HP and charged attack buffs, and also gives energy restoration. His second best weapon would be the new BP weapon, Sacrificial Jade. It gives crit rate and gives HP buffs. Lost Prayer is also a great weapon option for him, as it gives crit rate and also increases damage and movement speed. If you don't have any of these weapons, Prototype Amber at R5 is pretty close to Lost Prayer, and it is craftable. It will also solve his energy issues, so you won't need to worry about getting it from artifacts. If you have the Jadefall Splendor or Everlasting Moonglow, you can use them on Neuvillette as he benefits from HP. You can use Kagura's Verity or Chiladola's Remembrance as a stat stick, as the passive is not useful on Neuvillette. Neuvillette won't benefit from the attack buff from Witzith, and the EM buff won't do much to increase his damage, so I don't recommend using it, as only 1 out of 3 buffs are useful on him. If you don't have enough mats for making the Prototype Amber, you can use the R5 Ballad of Boundless Blue, which we can get for free in the 4.1 event. Moving on to his artifact sets. The best one to use would be 4-piece Merchasy Hunter, as it gives charged attack damage bonus, and Neuvillette can also utilize the 4-piece effect and get up to 48% crit rate. If you don't have this set, 4-piece Heart of Depth is a great substitute. Other good sets you can use are 4-piece Wanderer's Troop, 4-piece Nymph's Dream, or you can mix and use 2 pieces of these sets. Regarding Neuvillette's energy recharge, it's difficult to give an exact number as the amount required will vary based on your team and also the weapon you use on Neuvillette and your teammates. With Fischl in your team, around 140 to 150% should be enough for him, but you can further decrease this amount by having a Favonius user on your team. If you use R5 prototype Amber, you can further lower this amount up to 120% ER. Moving on to his artifact stats: HP percent on Sands, Hydro damage bonus on Goblet, and crit on Circlet. For his artifact substats, prioritize getting the required amount of energy recharge, then focus on crit stats followed by HP percent. Moving on to his team comps, Neuvillette can get interrupted while using a charged attack, so using a shielder or someone who can increase his resistance can greatly boost his DPS. The best DPS team for Neuvillette will be the Electro Charge team with Fischl. This team consists of Fischl, a shielder to resist interruptions and block damage, and a buffer. You can replace Fischl with other off-field Electro character like Miko or Beidou. For shielder you can use Zhongli, Didona, Beiju, or even Daya to increase his resistance. Characters that can provide shield and resistance while also providing a different Hydro reaction for his A1 passive is recommended. And for the last slot, an Anemo character is recommended as they can use Viridescent Set. Kazuha is the best as he provides crowd control as well as damage buffs. Other characters you can use are Sucrose, Jean, or Venti. Mona can also be used for her Omen. She can provide Hydro Resonance and also give energy to Neuvillette, but at the expense of maximizing his A1 passive. Neuvillette, being a Hydro character, can pretty much fit in any team that needs a Hydro character like a Bloom team or Hyper Bloom team. You can get more creative with his teams and play him with the team you enjoy the most. Comment down below how many pulls you have saved for Neuvillette. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more Genshin Impact videos. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.